Welcome back to another section on needs. The reason why I am making you go through this is because when you grow up, you will often see in your office people talking about this person and the need theory that he had given. It's actually called motivational theory, and it's important because once you grow up, you go to your office, you meet your colleagues, you meet your boss, you have to share ideas, and you have to motivate people to take actions. You yourself need to be motivated also. So for that reason, this particular need hierarchy that I'm going to show, also part of motivational theory, is important. You can also apply this in your life. Okay, your age doesn't restrict you from learning Maslow's need hierarchy. So you look at this beautiful picture here. Unlike the other needs that we saw, Maslow says that your need is kind of a pyramid, and you will not go to the other need unless you have fulfilled the basic need. So you will move one after the other is what he believes in, and you will often see, as I told you, when you grow up or in your school, when you are in your 9th and 10th standard, teachers also talking about motivation, about need, about Maslow's need hierarchy. At the base, it's physiological, and you can see these small images. So the basic needs, food, water, shelter, are the basic needs. So we will first attempt to attain these. When you are small, food, water and shelter is provided to you. But when you grow up, you will have to provide it to your family. That's how our life works. Once you attained food, water, shelter, you move to the other needs. Security, you want safety, you want to be in a safer environment. You do not want struggles, you do not want burglary, you do not want people stepping into your house, you do not want dacoits. You want a sense of security. You do not want to live in a society where there is a lot of, like sadly when there was freedom fighting going on, you were always in a sense of insecurity. When would somebody come and kill me? And then this religious struggle that we have to go through. Nobody wants to be in an insecure society. So that's another need that we have. Then once we have attained, and Maslow says that you can only go like this. Once we have attained, once we are secured, once we feel safe, we start thinking about love, bonding. Okay, so that is love and belongingness is the third need. Then once we have attained the love and belongingness, so we start our family, we have children, we take care of them. Then esteem, then we want to grow in our career, we want to pursue highest, maybe you want to go out of the country and do something great. So whatever dreams you have comes under self-esteem. You build your self-worth. And finally, like the example that I gave of Mr. Narayan Murthy and all these people who are world leaders or world revered people, they want to give back to society, self-actualization. You think of a monk maybe that he doesn't want anything in his life now, he has attained everything. So that is self-actualization. The same thing I have explained with examples now. Physiological needs are known as the basic needs. Air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. So this is the basic need. Though we just say food, water and shelter, there are other things also. The basic needs for you to live, for you to survive rather. Okay. What kind of personality trait do you people have when they want to fulfill their physiological needs? Now I am someone who is not worthy enough to even give these things to my family. Okay, food, shelter. Maybe I have not been brought up in an environment that makes me feel that these are the things I need to provide to my family. So now that you're being provided these things, you grow up to provide the same thing to your family. So the orientation is such that, okay, I have been given these things by my parents, I now need to give it to my family. This will only get set, this will only be possible when while you were in your primitive ages, these things were given to you. When these things are not given to you, you will not understand the worth, and then you will feel that this is not something that we need. Or in order for you to attain these, you will use some wrong means. Safety needs, personal security, employment. Now if I am someone who is not disoriented, literally, I don't want to study, I don't want to do anything, then this need of mine will never get fulfilled. I will not get an employment, I will not be able to do a job, I will not be able to have resources, health, all these things so that I can secure me and my family. Why? Because maybe due to some reason, some external factors, due to my own internal faculties, that is my own inabilities to grow, I am not being able to fulfill this need of mine or for my family. Then these family, now you have seen families where there is a lot of fight going on, and then there is no love and care, people blaming each other and then fighting, doing this, doing that. If you get that kind of a family, you will also build that kind of a family. So because of the love and affection we get, that is what attachment and love and belongingness we saw, we pass it on. We want that again back in our life. Friendship, intimacy, family, sense of connection. So it's all related actually. Then once you've attained this, you want to get respect. You want self-esteem. You want self-worth. You want recognition. You want strength. You want freedom. You move ahead and try to attain that need of yours. Okay, now that these needs of yours have been fulfilled. And then finally, as I told you, you rise up to desire to become the most that one can be. So then you become what Steve Jobs, Mahatma Gandhi, Narayan Murthy have attained. Why is need and motivational theory important for you is, these are the needs that you either attain at the same time or attain one by one, or unless you attain one, you cannot attain the other. Whatever may be the situation, these needs can only get fulfilled if you have the right set of personality traits. If you do not have the right set of personality traits, you might not be able to fulfill these needs. It's for that reason this particular topic was touched upon. You will again get to listen to this when you grow up, and more of it and more of this one. When you do not perform well, no, or when you do not, you say that no, I do not need money, I do not need promotion, then your colleagues will come and say, when you grow up, your colleagues will come and say, oh, you've attained self-actualization, now you've become a monk, you do not want any worldly pleasures. This is just for fun, we say. So just keep in mind this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 needs of Maslow, because this is what you'll keep hearing when you'll grow up. Physiological, that is basic. Safety, that is the sense of security and belongingness. Sense of security and personal security and social security. Then love and belongingness, affection, care. Then your own worth. Now you only want to devote time for yourself. You want to grow. You want to show what your worth is. Strength, freedom, and then finally you attain self-actualization. You grow up to become a person who wants to give back to society. Unless these needs are fulfilled, you will not be able to be giving. However, as I told you earlier also, even if you are a child now, you can attain self-actualization. So Greta Thunberg, you've heard of, Malala, Yusuf Malala. In our country also, we've got so many children. There's a boy who's 13, 14 years old, Tanmay. He's an Indian, he lives in the US, and he teaches adults coding, okay, AI, machine learning, what and what not he talks about. He doesn't need any of these things now. He is already here. He wants to give back to society at an age of only 13 to 14 years. So even you can do that. So that doesn't mean, it necessarily doesn't mean that since you are just a child now, you will not be able to attain these needs. He has already crossed in most of these. That's why he is there. So can you be. But that is not a challenge that I'm throwing at you. I'm saying that the necessity for you to learn this is so that you know, okay, these are the basic needs, these are the physiological needs, these are the psychological needs, these are the need for self-esteem, for security, for actualization. That will help you. At least now I have fed in a thought that, okay, if I have some dreams, if I want to go for self-entitlement or self-esteem, I can achieve that. Let's say you've come up with a product and you want to give it to the market. You can do that at this age only. You don't need any of these. You're already here then. Okay, so grow in your life, think about your personality. We will do a personality test. We will give you a sheet that will help you in assessing your personality and knowing what kind of a person you are, what kind of personality you possess, and how you will be able to change it. That we will look in the next sections. So learn about Maslow's need hierarchy, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.